Greetings everyone, Archimedes here, and welcome back to another brick-filled LEGO video. And today, we're going to be doing a My Own Creation spotlight of the Angelus. The Angelus initiative began 6 months ago, when a fellow builder on the LEGO Master Builder Galleries, named Starblaster36, challenged me to make a heroic mecha to combat his latest and greatest robot, the Cosmic Devastator. I began with the torso. I'd already decided that I wanted a white and black color scheme, using a light blue elements to represent the element of ice. I designed a very simple torso, the exact same design I showed as being very simple on our torso design video. I then moved on to the arms. I originally designed a very simple black and white which looked something like this. But, because all of my robots are warrior mecha, I realized that I needed some good shoulder armor over the shoulder joint. Otherwise, the arm would get quickly destroyed in the combat with the Cosmic Devastator. Pondering this problem, I began absent-mindedly flipping through my boxes of Legos. And that's when inspiration struck. I'm sure we all have some of these transparent window pieces. They were frequently used in LEGO town sets in the late 1990s as windshields for cars or for other random details. But since my building style had matured from building simple car designs, I really hadn't found much use for them. But on that fateful day, I picked up one of those window pieces, without meaning to, fit it over the ball joint, just like this. I saw, to my wonder and amazement, that I had just found a new style of shoulder armor. Within seconds, I took 2 Erling bricks and fastened them on like this, and then attached the window piece on. Using this new armor design, I quickly redesigned the arm and began working on the wings. I'd already built a robot with wings in the past, but as I looked at the new torso of the Angelus, I realized that it just had to have wings. I began by making the joint for the wings here. As you can see, they can move up and down like this, as well as back and forth, so they could have a lot of posability. I added some black detailing to mimic the arms, and these side stabilizer wings with an extra range of motion, and then attached them to the Angelus. I was jumping up and down with joy at this part in the design, but like any other mecha, it needed some legs. I started by adding a modified version of the window armor over the hip. I then dug through my collection of angles and created this jagged look, like an icicle. I then began designing the foot. I started out with a basic subassembly like this, using sideways building pieces attached to the ankle joint of the foot. I then attached this front design subassembly like this, placed on 2 sides, and clipped on a window piece on top to mimic the look of the shoulders and hips. I fused my completed legs with the Angelus's torso and smiled in delight. Standing before me was a heroic, mythical mecha, imbued with icy power. But this mecha was about to face battle with one of the greatest robots of all time, and I couldn't just let him go into the fight barehanded. And so, I began to design a sword. In my complete and entire LEGO collection, I have all of about 3 Technic weapons. Because of this, if I want to make a sword or a spear for my robots, and I want them to be Technic based, I have to find new ways to make them look different and unique for each model. I started out with this Technic ski sword, attaching it to a basic hilt with a jagged icy spike on the back. Then, using the pinholes, I attached these spears to the sides like this, and added 2 other spikes to the front, like this. I held in my hands a unique blade for the Angelus to wield. But I knew that the Cosmic Devastator would be loaded with tons of long-range, deadly, explosive weapons, and so I knew I had to give the Angelus a shield. I redesigned the Angelus's shield after I got an inspiration from the alternate torso armor design video I gave just a couple weeks ago. As you can see, I used plates to create a sort of shield shape and attached them together using using a bar. I clipped them together like this, added a disc, which I called a nuclear scythe, and was complete. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the Angelus. I want to send a quick shout out to Star Blaster, because I really appreciated his inspiration in designing this model. If he had never suggested this contest, I would never have built the Angelus, and I may have never improved my Lego building, or made this video for you today. I think Star Blaster now posts his models onto Brickopedia, and I suggest you take a look. He's become an excellent builder over the last couple months, and I'm sure that he would love to have you see his models. But before I conclude, I'd like to say a few words about what I'm going to be doing with my channel over the next couple months and weeks and years. I post videos every Sunday. The first 3 weeks in a month, I post Lego bricks, tips, and tricks tutorial videos, where we'll see some alternate uses and other fun ideas for Lego building. Then, on the 4th week, I'll show off a my own creation spotlight of one of my models or another model that might demonstrate some of the techniques we learned over the last month, or that I just think looks really cool. Finally, if there's a 5th week, I'll answer some viewer questions or do something else exciting. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this video. My name is Arcimedes36, and I'll see you next Sunday.